Mississippi, the Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty-toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Coming out with it, it's Odom. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Complete to start this drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looking for a push on 4th down. Looking for room at the 40. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now they'll run it to the right here. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bulldogs are in the hurry up. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Works the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Mississippi State going up tempo. Stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. The pass didn't work last time. It might this time. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that, because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on 3rd down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Rebels decide to punt it away. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. Runs through a tackle. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it for a big play. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the quarterback pulled up to and sacked at the 12. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Taylor wants to throw. Here's a heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a choke play on that one.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the grab close to the logo. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Tight end now in motion. Finds a little space. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Taylor wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Anthony. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Bulldogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Trying to do it on the ground. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Catch in the middle, it's Glover. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Evans. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Odom. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's Odom. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Across the 45. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Ray. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's caught! Touchdown!
Passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Briggs. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Taylor wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anthony. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. In the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Briggs. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. It's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Going for the big play. Makes a grab on the shot. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Snaps it in the shotgun. Rushes on him. Looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. .25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead. You're positive.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Dances away to buy time. Quarterback gets past the marker. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Got it in the middle. It's order. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the option. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the defense got him at the 27.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Glover. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Evans. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in the floor.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Taylor wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing. and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw close. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Briggs. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. Takes the easy completion. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The DBs will back off a bit. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They'll move the tight end. Finding open areas. Runs through the tackle. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They find... thrustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Turning it on. Still on his feet. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Taylor wants to throw. Quickly complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. He'll go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Mississippi State going up tempo. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Taylor wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll run for it on third and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the... Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size...
There he goes! And the defense wrestles him to the ground. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the big fella. And tackled there by the defense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Give to the back. That's the 20. He's got space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal.
There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buying some time. On the run deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
2 running backs alongside the quarterback. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Glover. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt will go into the end zone. And